Morning comrades, so this is December 25th, we're gonna split up today with Rod. I'm gonna continue south, he'll start heading north to visit relatives. And this is packing time. Because I thought he left on the road, right?
Yeah.
He leaves the dog like this? Yeah, no problem.
When he leaves the dog in the camp, it's time to teach him to stay in camp.
Obviously that didn't work, I guess.
Yesterday he did the same, then he followed him to here, then he had to go all the way back, take him back to camp, and him to stay there, and then he stayed there. Today, he left him there, he left, and then he came to me.
Oh, like
I tried to tell him to go back to camp, he didn't want to go, he wanted. He's a social animal, he can't be by himself. You can't teach him to be
you can teach him to go against his nature.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, and then they went behind the bushes and then he was running back.
I actually saw one running on the beach yesterday just before we went to sleep.
Oh, they were having a very big
Party?
comedy morning this morning. They were like, First time I came to Baja, I caught 14 groupers this size. I kept them all.
What? 14?
Yeah, 14 in 1 hour. And I was like, now the kayak is heavy. I have all these fish now. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these fish? I kept them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt really bad. There's no one to share it with. People here, they say, no, thank you. You can have fish. We don't want fish.
Yeah, exactly.
So from then I learned I catch what I want to eat. That's all.
Yeah.
Everything else I release it. I keep a little bit in the freezer. I don't really need to do that either, but it's in the blood.
Yeah.
For us to keep for later.
Yeah.
Always worried about later. Nice meeting you, brother. Good luck with the rest of your trip.
Yeah, should be fun.
I'm sure, definitely it will be fun.
I'm not sure if I wanna.
I do want to reach Cabo that area, but man, looking at the days I got and the return time,
Not a lot of driving.
yeah.
A lot of gas money waste. Just to make the ego happy.
And again, right, it's that thing. It's like until you see it, you will know if you want to go back there one day or not, right? Because you've been there, like, okay, maybe I'll like certain things there, but like next time, like, oh yeah, I want to definitely return, right? You kind of have to see for yourself.
Yeah. I just don't like to see buildings and
Neither do I.
resorts.
I avoid all that stuff.
And resorts. Everywhere I went to camp in that area was crowded and fenced and hotels and private jets.
I tried to convince Rod to do a little trailer walk around, but he's stubborn. He's like, no, I want to paint it and beautify it.
Yeah, it has to be finished for you to see, guys. I built this trailer myself. I did it just in the spare times after work, weekends, just a couple hours here or there, right? It's been a good year since I began making it, and I've spent about no more than $3,000 on it, right? So yeah, you just need to have a little bit of welding skills and time.
By summertime, you'll probably have a few solar panels. Like
like I said, I'm kind of ashamed to show the inside right now because it's not finished. If you take a look on the Victor shot, you may see just pink insulation everywhere and just wood exposed.
But it works. It's fun.
It's working. Yeah, it is working. It is working. So yeah, well, we've been comfy and cozy for the last 2-3 weeks living in it. So yeah, it does work.
Alright, so it's time to take off and we're gonna take route to Bahia de California 2 hours, and from that point we're gonna split.
This is how things get done. Wow, my camera actually survived. So what happened is I stopped, positioned camera, also tightened the rotor pack, it was leaking, and I left camera sitting on my tire carrier and I took off, but Rod is behind me and he didn't notice it too. So I just had to run way back. I'm pretty much thinking that's it, the camera is collapsed. He rode over it, and he did, but surprisingly, to my amazement, camera still works. Like the tripod handle is gone, broken. Well, I can't show it here on camera, but the hood for the eye socket is a little broken, like rubbery thing. The lens cap thing that goes in the lens, not cap, but hood from sun kind of thing, it's kind of shifted. But overall camera is intact, even microphone is intact. So super lucky.
Where was it?
Alright, well, for now it's time to keep going. I think I'll not deploy the shots. I still need to. I'm gonna pop a beer. This deserves a beer. It could have been an expensive loss right now. Holy.
Not just the loss, bro. Is you're a working source, you know, and
oh, I copied everything that's been done the other day.
Okay.
So it's
all
only
the
been
data
yesterday.
saved.
Only yesterday wasn't like
Yeah.
saved. So
Wow, that would be a big loss for sure.
phew.
know, this is it. I'm partying with this camarada. That's a comrade in Spanish. Yeah, it's been awesome. How is as a guide actually?
I'm pretty bad. No, I'm just kidding. He's awesome. He seems to know a lot of places. That's pretty handy, actually.
Navigation is key to overlanding. Without proper navigation, you're gonna be wasting time.
Just
like
making
a lot.
Yeah, making just being trips for nothing. So that's
and it's kind of easy. We bump into some guys that are cruising for like a month at a time, just one spot even. And they're chill, and their advice is like, oh, just take it easy here, just go there, ask local. It's like, it's cool, it all works like that. When you have time, it's like, oh, if there is a mistake or something, because locals can tell you, go left, then go right, and maybe if you understood it, then if you see this building, then turn GPS, navigation, different maps, key. You don't do mistakes, you arrive at decent time.
Exactly.
Imagine I didn't have everything plotted. We would be arriving midnight at the time.
Yeah,
or if we can even find the place.
I had a lot of fun, the family did, but it's our time to go back. This guy is gonna keep on going on the adventure, so.
But overall, like compared to the rest, because you're from mainland Mexico, Guadalajara, how does Baja feel compared to the rest of mainland?
Well, there's a lack of person. That's quite something. Like it's so lonely. Down in mainland, well, everywhere you go, in this big highway, there's plenty of people. There's towns everywhere, you know, and that brings good stuff and bad stuff, right? There's not a safe in some spots because, well, the more people it is, the more chances are to come across a bad guy, right? Or a bad-minded guy, I don't know. And here is this remote because literally there is no one. It's like you can drive miles and miles without seeing nothing. So,
and that's why people come here. That's like
that's cool. The other thing is you definitely need come prepared. It's badlands. It's like nothing. Like no fuel, no gas, no food. You know, in easy reach. If you run out of gas somewhere here, your problem is you have a flat tire and no spare.
Potentially on some, depending where you are, you could be waiting for days before some car passes by.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and you can find parts, you can find gas, you can find a tire shop, but they're gonna be just expensive, you know, like
big cities only, like Ensenada, La Paz, Cabo. In between all these little towns, chances are you got something mechanical, they're not gonna be able to fix it right there, or they're gonna have to order parts from big cities.
Or in the worst scenarios, you're gonna have to ask for a tow truck that came all the way from Mexicali all the way here and pick you up and drag you there.
It's probably still gonna be 5 times cheaper than Canada or US.
But still, like, you're gonna be waiting for 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're gonna be waiting 3 days.
That's why, just generally water. Water is a key.
Yeah, you need to have, like, guys, don't take these lightly. Come prepared, like really come prepared, like water, food, and tires and tools and whatever.
And it's kind of like, you're overloading your rig to a degree, but at the same time, if something does happen, you'll be thankful you have all this extra junk that you thought you possibly may not need.
Exactly. So that's just a peace of mind for having. Otherwise, it's pretty extreme. It's quite an experience.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's too bad we lost those 3 days with my truck.
Well, better be sure and sorry, right?
But like if you're in Canada and you have 2 weeks vacation time, it's almost pointless to come here because it's 2 days. If you're really pushing, it's 2 days. Just drive to Mexico border and back. You're losing 4 days. Week and a half to explore here is not enough because all these highways are not as fast. And also lots of dirt roads which are slow. It doesn't matter what your suspension is, you probably want to go slow-ish on those bumps, or eventually something's going to give
40k, depending on the rig.
Kilometers, 30-40 kilometers. Otherwise it just becomes too unstable to everything.
If you're
so it takes time. It just takes time from point to point. Like right now on the map I'm looking at Bahia de Los Angeles to Guerrero Negro. It's a small stretch in the map, really, but highway is slow. It's gonna take like 3-hour drive there, and then Bahia de Concepcion. Like I'm looking at probably 6-7 hours drive. What would have taken me in Canada, let's say from Vancouver to
Chilliwack.
yeah, not Chilliwack, but let's say Kelowna.
Kelowna.
Right, like 4 hours. Here is probably like 8.
Yeah, but
basically.
the distance from Vancouver to Kelowna maybe as long as here to Tijuana, right?
No.
Don't you think? I think so.
Something along the lines. Anyway, it's just slow speeds here. Bumps,
Well, I don't know.
potholes.
Don't. I don't know. I haven't checked them up.
Yeah.
Don't make comments on that.
Well, then, comrade, it's been nice hanging
Pleasure.
out with you.
Good luck, buddy. Take care.
You too, guys.
If you need help, don't call me because I have no reception.
Right.
So don't even bother.
Yeah. I have no idea what my plan is. Just head south for now.
Alrighty.
I'll figure out.
Well, I'm heading north. Canada, here we go.
Spring camping.
Spring camping.
See you then.
We'll see. Alright, see you in Canada anyway.
Should we hug?
No.
French
Just-
kisses?
Just
Anything like that?
fist bump.
Manly fist bump. Alright.
There you go. See you.
See ya, and hope you get safe to back home. Did you enjoy the trip?
Was
Honestly.
Was awesome. Yeah. Thank you. The same for you. Have a
But
safe trip.
actually, and you do have 7-year-old on board. So for people that have kids, but small kids, but are afraid to go on big trips because the kid may be uncomfortable or conditions or whatever. Do you have anything to say to those people?
Well, just bring
Advice?
lots of toys and
Patience.
be patient.
Lots of downloaded cartoons, I guess.
Yeah, we brought our laptop, so she was watching movies. It will be fine. Yeah, and they learn lots, so she really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I guess that's more for like long 12-hour drive stretch. Because once on the beach, kids just explore. They love it. Yeah.
And they enjoy it. Yeah, don't be afraid. Just be patient.
Yeah. Alrighty, well,
Jimena, you wanna say
Jimena.
bye?
bye bye. See ya.
Bye.
And so I'm solo. I mean, in some ways it's great, in some ways not. Like I enjoyed the company, but there is again that charm in being solo. I'll also enjoy that quite a bit. It's a bag of mixed feelings always. Depart with some guys, and then when you're like solo, it's just like all that freedom to do whatever you want. You don't have to compromise. You're on your own clock, so there's beauty in that. So I've arrived at Guernegro, and this is the restaurant we stayed at with Bread and Bread last year for some delicious food, and it is delicious. I actually stopped here again. Well, I could try different restaurants, but why bother where I know huge choice here and it's actually cheap and delicious. So I'm gonna grab 2 of my food jars, no, 3 of my food jars. Gonna pack a bunch of stuff, and while waiting actually gonna check some internet and stuff. This is first time I got reception, both cell and internet, in like probably 5 days, so it is lots of messages and whatever to check. I spent about $25 right now. Got an octopus tail and some what do you call it, fried octopus stuff. So basically 3 meals plus beer. Yeah, $27. That's with tax and all. It's pretty awesome. Bumped into a Russian couple. They're leaving. I was like, what the hell? Like, am I hearing Russian language? Apparently, yeah. So from San Francisco, with 2 little kids, they are doing a road trip to Las Cabas. They left on 22nd, and Yeah, but for them it's much closer, right? It's San Francisco. Anyway, we kind of chatted, showed them my place. It was definitely interesting to hear Russian in Guerrero Negro. Last in hotel where we stayed with Brad and Brad last year. This is it. Alright, approaching the market. It should be right on this corner supposedly. Okay, so the mall is closed, maybe because it's Christmas evening. I need to buy beers, at the very least. So now the market is closed. Well, it is Christmas Day, so I think I may need to do OXXO or 6. That's probably the only way I can get a little bit of resupply. Well, beers, and I want a little bit more milk, although I have milk, but I wanted to get like some salsa, tortilla, refried beans, just so I can make like my own tacos tomorrow. And in Bahia de Concepcion, I don't think I can buy anything. Like, I always have noodles and things to eat. Like, I have a couple of weeks worth of food, but just figured, you know, I'm here, I kind of wanted some more Mexican taste. Well, I got about quarter of a tank used up, well, more like 30 liters, so I could top up, may as well. Well, I guess this is actually the center of the town. There's this Pemex, I bet they have beers and all that good stuff, so I'll just at least get that here. Pulled in by a very tiny store. All they had is like booze, chips and some juices, nothing else. Like, very poor store. But I got my beers, so perfect. At least I have a meal and beer for tonight. And it's time to start heading out to Bahia de Concepcion. And it's 8 already. It's like, holy. Well, I'm gonna check the map and see where I can end up today. I plotted not even Bay of Concepcion, but north of Rosarito town, a couple of spots from my Overlander. 3 hours 40 minutes to get there, and right now it's 8. I could push it till midnight, but no, I don't feel like it. I feel like getting in bed right now, grabbing some of that food, some of that beers. It's Christmas night after all, or Christmas Day. Just relax. I don't feel like driving the next 4 hours in the darkness. There is a abandoned fisherman wharf at the estuaries of Guerrero Negro, or Guru Negro, however you correctly pronounce it. It's about 20-minute drive, and I'm going to that place. Some Overlander comments on Overlander, that place is nice, although it can be a little wet, so I wonder what that is, because it's been kind of raining a little bit here and there. Anyway, that's the closest spot to kind of, you know, not pay for motel or any campground, so why not? I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's some serious sand wind going on. It's very windy, very open, very windy. Well, now definitely you can see. I'm being covered in sand just being here. Little grains of sand. So this is where I am right now, right there. I don't want to stay around here. This is some official campgrounds, don't want to stay there. This is too much with some quarry. Not a bad comment, but I probably don't want to stay there. San Ignacio, I stayed there in one of the motels or something last year on New Year's Eve, coming out from south, taking this route here that's not even mapped. Really horrible road here, not the Baja 1000 route, but the one that goes through the mountains, whatever, and comes out here. Then there's this spot, a lava pile, actually here, Las Tres Virgenes or whatever. So someone from here, from one of the spots here, commented that they tried to stay here, and there was a gate. And this is too far. This is like 4-hour drive. I may push actually San Ignacio. I'm not sure, but there's only paid campgrounds here. But yeah, as I'm getting out of this old wharf area, I'm just being blasted by sand and sprinkles of water. It's not rain, it's coming from estuaries on both sides of this like very, very long speed to get to the old wharf. So like I'm being coated in salty water basically right now in sprinkles. And if I stayed there overnight, like because I have tiny gaps in the windows for ventilation, basically all these micro sand particles would be making it into my camper. So it may be a nice place, and during daytime like people say feedback, it looks nice, and you know there are fishermen there, you can even like gather oysters, whatever, but it's not for me unfortunately with this wind. Would have been easy. So I decided not to go to the quarry, may as well push to San Ignacio, pay like $10, stay in motel parking. Yeah, this is San Ignacio on Christmas. And I stayed in that, no, I tried to stay last year in that hotel, but they were full on New Year. However, on Overlander app, they say people ask for just parking, just to be in the parking lot, stay, like in RVs and stuff, and for a small fee you can, and that's all I need, just parking lot. I don't want a full price hotel. La Huerta Hotel. Yeah, so the front desk clerk just, I asked him, hey, can I just park here? He's like, yeah, see, no problem. And toward, like, just brief conversation towards the end, I'm like, well, any money? He's like, no problem. So yeah, I think someone also parked here, although no one's sleeping in this rig. It's 11. This is December 25th, and this is my Christmas, which is great. It is great. So yeah, just parked here in the middle of a sort of grassy land. Have a beer, eat. Alright, comrades, it's time for me to relax, so see you next episode. Hey comrades, don't forget to hit that like button and also leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you should by hitting that subscription button and also bell notification next to it, so you can actually get my video updates both in notification in your video feed, and as well you can support this channel if you like my videos through PayPal or Patreon in the links down below or just after this video.